what is your name?
I am Karissa Northup.
And how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Excellent. And a recent grad of
South Kingstown High School. Yeah.
And you were a member of one of their CTE programs?
Yes, I was in their EMT CTE program.
Very cool. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It was, the best way I can describe it was probably fun. Our teacher was amazing. I couldn't have asked, it was a little iffy in the beginning because we had so many different teachers, but once we got...
Can you just repeat the say what was so amazing? The program was so amazing? Your question, just kind of repeat at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that was awesome. You just, just so the viewer knows what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So
The EMT CTE program at the high school is awesome because it's fun and eye-opening, and we had an amazing teacher, and she brought more into classwork time than probably the teachers that the other classes before had. We did a lot of outside work and hands-on stuff, and we got to take some really cool field trips. We went to the fire academy, which was really fun.
That's very cool. And speaking of fire academy, you have some history with Union Fire in town.
I do have history with the Union Fire District here in South Kingstown. I am a member of the Wakefield Fire Department. I'm in the middle of my 3rd year right now. My dad has been a member for 30 years and then some. And I'm a 4th generation first responder, so it's in my blood. It's kind of expected.
Very cool. Now, as someone who has grown up here their entire life, where did you go to elementary school?
I went to Wakefield Elementary School, right in the heart of Wakefield, and I've got to say it was probably one of the best school experiences I've had here in South Kingstown. That little school just had its own world going on, its own little brain and body, and I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it while it was still open.
Very true. Did you have a favorite teacher there?
I probably had a lot of favorite teachers at Wakefield. I can't complain. All of the staff members were awesome, and I don't really know. I couldn't pick a favorite even if I really tried. They were all amazing.
That's awesome. What are some of your favorite memories growing up here in South Kingstown?
Some of my favorite memories growing up right in the center of town would probably be being able to walk to school as a kid with my mom, and it was just, I don't know, it was like an adventure every morning, which was kind of fun, especially in the springtime, because when you go over the footbridge, there's all the little turtles. So that's definitely fun. And just being a younger teenager, being able to go off freely into town and go get food at Pure Pizza or walk the bike path with my friends, and there was always an activity somewhere.
What are some of your favorite places here in South Kingstown?
Some of my favorite places would probably be, recently one of my favorite spots is, I'm a sunset person, so I'll go up to that old park behind the hospital, where the baseball field is, right on the top of Route 1, and the sunset view is so good, and I'll just sit there for hours. That's definitely one of my favorite spots. I do love it up there. It's so peaceful. There's never anyone else up there, so it's quiet.
What is one of your favorite things to do in town?
Probably one of my favorite things to do in town right now is whenever a fire call comes in, because my fire station's right directly in town. So I get all that, the thrill of watching kids on Main Street watch a fire truck with lights and sirens go by. That's so heartwarming because they get so excited. It's adorable.
Yes. We were lucky enough to have Karissa come with the fire truck to
Oh, yeah? Oh,
yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Kind of showing off.
Oh, yeah.
And can I just have you move your hair off the mic?
Sorry.
No, you're
Falls
good.
forward.
What is one of So as someone who, again, has grown up here their entire life, is now involved with the fire department in town, I know you do a lot of community outreach with the various schools. What do you enjoy about that?
What I enjoy about doing community outreach with the fire department is being able to spread awareness of the fire department. For my senior project at the high school, I did recruitment and retention for the Union Fire District, and it was a lot of fun because there's a lot of different aspects to fire here in South Kingstown that a lot of people wouldn't even imagine to think of that we have. It's not just running into a burning building. There's water rescue, dive team, brush trucks, like there's so much more, and it's fun and cool to be a part of showing our community that, because they wouldn't know if no one told them.
What do you love most about living in South Kingston?
What I love most about living in South Kingstown is probably the community, because I mean, growing up right in the center, the heart of Wakefield, we have the river fires, contemporary theater, just seeing everyone get together and kind of put all the other crap aside is nice to see that people still are able to do that and not be at each other's throats all the time. It's eye-opening to see that people still have that ability to be friendly.
Mm-hmm. Sense of community.
Yeah, the sense of community is really, I feel like you could go up north into like Warwick or something, into like one of their smaller towns like Apponaug, and you wouldn't see that. It's definitely a small town, not that we're small, but a small town kind of thing.
For sure. Now, what would you like to see for the future of South Kingstown?
Personally, what I'd like to see for the future of South Kingstown is definitely enhancement in our school department, in our facilities, in what we give available to the students. As someone who just graduated, there's definitely a few things that I would have liked to been able to do and had a better learning environment. Probably would have helped my studies a lot more. Like, I wasn't the perfect high school student, that's definitely for sure, but I feel like if it wasn't so like close-knitted and it was like more vibrant and open, that I might have been a little bit more interested in being in the actual facility.
Completely understand. Again, as someone who has been able to grow up here, what are some of your favorite memories here growing up in South Kingstown?
One of my favorite memories growing up here in South Kingstown has got to be the 4th of July fireworks show, because as a kid, my dad's best friend lived directly next door to us, so we would always have a big party, and they would pull me in my wagon to Old Mountain Field, and I don't know, the sense of community even at that event is just so crazy, because everyone just is really getting together to celebrate, and you don't see a lot of that anymore.